Hello, sunshine. It is Shekinah Glory here. Just wanted to come and say hello and wish everyone a happy holiday season. I don't know about you, but my 2024 has definitely been a year. It hasn't been bad. I can't say it was the best, but it's been a good year. This year, I got to see God come through on so many things that I had been expecting Him to move in. And watching him doing it in real time has definitely been a journey because it's taught me how to be thankful in the small steps, because I think we get so used to seeing God move in the big moments that we negate the small things that He has done. But yeah, so this year I got to see Him work some stuff out in my life that I had been praying for, that I had been speaking life over, and seeing the things that I've wanted to do come to pass has been absolutely amazing. But it's also been a year where He's been confronting me about my comfort and my complacency in life. And so it's really been one of those you speaking to me, okay, God. So one of those things is, one of the topics that I had for the podcast is preparing for what comes next. And He hasn't really given me much on it, and if you know me, you know I'm not going to put anything out on the podcast or anything out in general that He hasn't really worked in me and or has given me the actual ability to speak on, which is why I've been pretty quiet this year, is because He's working it out in my life. But in the thought process of preparing for what comes next, He's had to show me that a lot of times I will use my current situation as an excuse to stay comfortable. And by that, I mean, He's shown me how much I lean on saying no, and not in the good ways. And so He's been teaching me how to say yes to certain things, even when they don't seem like they are the most comfortable things for me, but they are what He needs to advance the kingdom. And so next year, I'm walking in a whole lot of God told me to say yes. And your girl, I would say, is scared, but she's more or less nervous, because with my yes comes a weight of accountability that I don't think we talk about a lot. And I think I will have to end up doing an episode on that. But in one of my yeses, I came to talk to you about this here conference. February 2025, my dearest friend is hosting her third conference. And if you haven't gotten your tickets, I don't really know what you're waiting for. I will be placing the link down below. It is in my bio on my Instagram page. Definitely be in the room. She called me a few months back and asked me if I would be an intercessor for the conference. And remember when I said I usually lean towards saying no? I told her I would pray on it, and God told me, you can say yes to this. And so I said yes. And one of the reasons why I tend to say no is because I never know what my job is going to do. I don't know what my schedule looks like until a month prior. And so I use the excuse of, I don't know if I can get those dates off, as a way of getting out of things that He's called me to. And so He really was like, you gonna say no, or you gonna do what I said? And I said, I'm gonna do what you said. I'm gonna do what you said. And so I said yes. And so February, be in the room. It's going to be a good time. Hurt not hidden, as we look at it, can kind of make you feel like, what do you mean the hurt and the pains that I go through aren't hidden, but that God has taken them and He's accounted for them and He's using them to move me forward? And I think one of the reasons I usually said no to things is because out of a hurt place, I was so used to people not wanting my voice. to be heard, or people not wanting to hear my voice. I think that's a better way of saying it. And so I was like, okay, God, you're going to have to work this out in me, because I can't go forward and do something that I can't see you moving in my life. And so all that to say, come to the conference. It's free. There are like maybe 12 tickets left. Please be in the room. And side note, conferences aren't just for women, they're for men too. So if you know a guy who needs to hear something about the hurt that he has in his life, because men need healing too, and we don't talk about that a lot, because you can't be masculine and have feelings. That's a lie from the pits of hell, and I don't know who told you that, but I digress. Be in the room. Come. It's going to be a good time. I can't wait to see you all there. I almost forgot to mention that there's merch. This is one of the most comfortable sweatshirts that I've got in my closet right now. I have a t-shirt and a hat that I can't wear because of my braids. Head is a little bit big. We're not going to judge. But yeah, I'm also going to go ahead and link the site that you can get merch for the conference. It helps us with the conference. It helps bring in funding. Please, please, please support my friend as she does what God has called her to do. All right, for real now. Peace out.